Everyone needs a good chocolate chip recipe, and I've got Allrecipes best chocolate chip cookies. There are a couple twists in here, and then I've got a couple tips to making the best cookies ever. So let's go. Like Allrecipes, we're gonna start by creaming our butter and sugar. The brown sugar has that sort of molassesy kind of flavor, and that's just classic in a chocolate chip cookie. This brings me to my first tip. This is probably the most important thing I've learned when making chocolate chip cookies, is that this first step, the beating of the butter and sugar, is the most important. And it takes a lot longer than you think it does. So you don't wanna rush this process. I'm saying you're gonna go about 4 minutes or so till it's really fluffy and creamed. Don't forget. Do not stop until it looks like this. Look how soft. This is the point where you start adding your eggs, and you wanna add them one at a time and beat in between. And then beat in the vanilla. Oh, that smells good. We are going to dissolve our baking soda with some hot water before adding it in to our wet ingredients here. This might be the trick. And then we add in our flour and salt. Whoop. It's my first day. You know, good and well, you cannot make cookies and not do that. We're going with the standard, the classic semi-sweet morsel. Fold in the chocolate chips. I like to chill my dough a little bit before I bake it, because I don't want these to spread out too much. I like them when they're like still kind of gooey in the middle. If you start with your dough kind of cold, it just has a better chance of letting that happen. So I'm gonna let it chill for a bit, and then we'll bake it off. Time to scoop it out. I love using an ice cream scoop for cookies because it keeps them in that nice little ball shape. Again, they won't spread too much, and that center has a better chance of staying gooey. Plus, I like them on the larger side. And we're almost there. These go in 350 degrees for just about 10 minutes, just till those edges start to get golden brown. It's cookie time, it's cookie time, it's cookie time. So a great tip is to freeze your cookie dough. I like to go ahead and portion it out, pop this in the freezer, and once they're hard, you can just throw them into a Ziploc bag or a container, and then they're ready to go into the oven whenever you need a warm hug in the form of a cookie. Fluffy in the middle, golden around the edges. And for the final tip to getting that great cookie is you wanna let it cool for a couple minutes on the baking sheet before you move it to your wire rack to cool completely. And that is to prevent you from tearing it, okay? Taste test time. Now here is what I'm looking for. I like a little crispiness around the edges, but in the inside, I wanna see that melty chocolate, and I want it to almost be a little bit raw. You know what I mean? Yes. Yes. Of course, next part is how does it taste? And it's super tender, it's buttery. It's got, you know, just that good amount of salt to it. I love a salty chocolate chip cookie. Oh. Everybody has what they call the best chocolate chip cookie. I might venture to say that this is the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever made. Everyone needs a good chocolate chip recipe, and I've got today